Good morning, Yetens. Today we're going to finish up our movie review. So far we've covered a bit of ground, and I think we know enough to improve our writing now. But before I go into today's lesson, I would like to give a quick feedback on your performance in the mock exams. So you guys did quite well generally. It was impressive, but particularly your listening and your comprehension. But I noticed that your writing was a bit challenging. IGCSE likes to twist some of the questions. So I noticed that you guys struggled with the questions. Not all of you, but some of you did not realize that for the letter, for example, you were still meant to, personalize. You were still meant to create interest. You were still meant to use idioms, even though the topic was about work experience week. It is still a friendly letter, so you still need to do all of those things that you should do in a friendly letter. I also noticed that in your formal writing, many of you you were told to write a report and then give your views. Many of you did not do the report part of the essay. You just went ahead and give your views. So I will address that in a separate video. But today I want us to just finish up with this. So to do a quick recap, you know by now that the purpose of the movie review is to give your informed opinion on the movie you've watched and then your recommendation. So you're meant to have 4 paragraphs. You're meant to have an introduction with all of this information in it. And then, very importantly, you should take note that your movie review, has elements of descriptive, narrative, and informative writing. I've shown you how you can combine all of those elements in 2 paragraphs. Right, so I'll do more of that in the next paragraph. Now, in your second paragraph, of course, you should focus on the conflict of the movie. What's the main problem that's going to be resolved by the end of the movie? And then what makes the main characters stand out? What did you find most appealing about them? Now, in my third paragraph, I want to focus on favorite scene or action sequence in the movie, and then movie making components that are outstanding. What do I mean by this? Many people watch movies without thinking about how movies are made. They just watch it for entertainment, but they don't engage with the movie and think about, okay, why is the lighting, the way it is? Why are the camera angles the way they are? What kind of costumes are they wearing? And why? What kind of background music? What kind of soundtrack is used in the movie, and why? All of those things, are part of the movie experience. So you should also comment on, the effect they add to the movie. Right. So I've written a paragraph. So this is just to remind you of all of those things. So I've written a paragraph for you here where I have, done these 2 things. So here it is. Moviegoers will definitely be captivated by the clever combination of CGI and wide camera angles that seem to draw one into the fight scenes. The multiple portals that opened towards the end made the final battle between the Avengers, their allies, and Thanos' marauding forces even more epic. Now, what I've done here is to say what I enjoyed about the movie, the way that the movie combines CGI and wide camera angles. Is that okay? So I'm able to comment on the act of movie making. CGI, you should know, is computer generated imagery. All of those funny looking stuff that that they don't exist in real life. And then the way you are able to see so many things happening at the same time, because the camera seems to focus on a very wide space. That's what I mean by this. So these 2 things, they make you feel as if you are actually inside the movie, that you're actually part of the fight scenes, right? So this is my comment on the movie making elements. Now I've also used that to tie up into the part that I liked about the movie also. The multiple portals that opened towards the end made the final battle between the Avengers and their allies, and then Thanos' forces, even more epic. You know how several worlds combined, and then people were coming in from different places, and you know to fight against Thanos' army. That's my favorite part of the movie. So I've been able to link these two together to give me one paragraph, and I've been able to describe the word Marauder, and you can check what it means. I use clever here, right? I also talked about how I'm drawn into the fight scenes. So this gives me my third paragraph, and I've been able to achieve these two things. Now, my final paragraph, which is my conclusion, should contain my final thoughts on the movie and then my recommendation to a specific group of people. I should have a set of people in mind that I think would enjoy this movie, probably because they have a personal connection to the movie or something. But there's a reason why they would enjoy that movie, and I must give that reason. So I wrote here that fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will find this movie rewarding, but I would also recommend it to anyone who enjoys swashbuckling superhero blockbusters, especially those who do not mind being at the edge of their seats for 3 hours. So yeah, I've also mentioned who would enjoy this movie, these guys, and also these guys, anyone who enjoys this kind of movies. I mean, what that means is that you could be a DC fan, but still enjoy um, Endgame. Now, I also added here that stylishly, I added that the movie is quite long, but if you don't mind, being captivated for 3 hours, then you definitely enjoy this movie because even though it's a very long movie, it's and the time flies by basically. So I've been able to do my two paragraphs without wasting words, and I've been able to achieve all of my bullet points. I hope it's clear how I did it. Now, if you put all of my paragraphs together, this is what you get. This is my title, and this is my essay. I have 215 words, which is just okay. Right. So that's all for movie reviews. Now, what we're going to do in class is going to be a bit different from what we've been doing. I've designed a template for you to plan your writing. So I'm going to upload this in your class files. What I want you to do is download it and fill it out. You can just type into it, or you can write in your notebook, anyhow you choose. But you're going to use this to plan your own movie review. So what I would like for you guys to do is, after you have planned in class, then you will now write your movie review as homework. So you get the chance to actually go and rewatch the movie you want to review and really think about what makes that movie interesting, why you would want to recommend it. Right. So in class, we're going to do our plan and then write our movie review as homework that will be due for submission latest Friday. So I'm going to upload this. I'm going to upload this also so that you can, it will just be there as a model for you. And you can see how I, broke down my essay step by step. Also, I found this site that I think is going to be very helpful for you guys. It's called Words to Use. So words to use for almost anything. Now in this case, it's words to use for movies and TV. Right, so you find adjectives for describing movies. You find nouns, verbs, negatives, genres, and even phrases. So you can use all of this to make your writing really pop. My hope is that you would, put serious effort into this and write your best movie review so far. Right, so this is going to be very helpful for you, and then you're going to have this to help you plan your essay. You're going to have this model. You're going to get a chance to rewatch the movie and then write your movie review. So like I said, this is what we're going to be doing in class. and then your movie review is going to be homework. Thank you.